2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. The Bills offense heading out, led by their now 30-year-old quarterback, the MVP of the NFL a couple of seasons ago, Josh Allen.
Former MVP, Mike, just clearly one more box to check. It's hard to have a more accomplished NFL career than Josh Allen, but the conversation around the NFL and league circles continues to remain. When is Josh Allen going to take the Bills and get over the hump and find themselves in the Super Bowl? So a lot of hopes around the organization that this is the team, this is the roster they've built around him to accomplish just that. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
8 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
On first down, Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Bills
15 yards through the air. Good for a Bills first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get about 5.
James Cook, ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Flush to his right, and he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That is George Karlaftis. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. 10th season now for the two-time MVP of the league, Three-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, Greg, back after suffering the knee injury in Week 15 of the 2025 season.
You know, we can dive into the pieces and how do they get better and, you know, what is the future of Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But, Mike, right now, for today at least, the story is a healthy Patrick Mahomes is just good for the NFL. It's good to see him back out there running around, leading this Chiefs offense. It just feels right when 15's behind center. And, man, he's had a long road to recovery, and the entire league's just happy to see him back. So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
6-yard loss.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Deep to return, Khalil Shakir. He's to the 40. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. As the Bills head back out on offense, you're going to look at one of the best Chiefs defensive coordinators, Steve Spagnuolo. Spags, once a head coach with the Rams back in their St. Louis days, and briefly was an interim head coach with the Giants. He's been the architect of this defense since taking over in 2019 and the winner of 3 Super Bowl titles. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. L'Jarius Sneed in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. That is caught. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. Woo! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On third down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On now is Ariza to punt it away. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
And that's the reason the Bills traded for DJ Moore back during the offseason, so that he can make plays like this. And you think over the course of the Josh Allen era in Buffalo, it's been a while since they've had a certified #1 receiver. But They definitely think DJ Moore can fill that void.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Shakir. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Buffalo. On the handoff, this is Cook. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll run the draw with Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 2nd down, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Allen. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Allen going to throw again. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal.
The Bills field goal.
This about as short as you can get.
35-yard attempt.
Bass's kick
The kick
is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
But it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
You know, those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the initial hole, and when he gets out of space, he's gone.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will open up a 13-0 lead.
It's good to see Tyler Bass back out there. Didn't kick at all in 2025 after the hip injury back in training camp, but he's gone out, reclaimed his job, and he adds 3 for the Bills there.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete to Rice. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
I mean, you talk about a crazy 12 months for Kenneth Walker. He goes from Super Bowl MVP back in February. Then he hits free agency and gets paid by the Chiefs, and they just love the mix of his speed, his power, and they think he's a huge missing piece of getting this offense back on track.
We'll get this to about midfield. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
Down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? And they do not get the defense to jump. Good idea. Defense hangs in there. And we are done with the third quarter. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Thornton. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
This is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Third, they need 8. To throw is Mahomes. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Moving to his right, and they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here and leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up first and goal.
Here's Mahomes. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, KC. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13. Chiefs 7.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And in motion is Coleman. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. We'll try and run here with Cook. 17 yards on that play. First down, Buffalo.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 10. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. So a road win here for the Bills. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind